I'm your host, Baker. Yeah, we'll keep it rolling. We'll keep it rolling. Fuck it, we'll keep it rolling. There's like a fly right here. Independent musician Eamon, creator of The Rejects, one of my all-time favorites in the music scene. He has many great tapes under his belt, but last year, he released an album titled It Never Ends. And in my opinion, it is his absolute best work. I give it a solid 5 stars. During my absence in the scene, Eamon continued his journey in the fighting world and became an official Muay Thai fighter. Here is some of the footage. Enjoy.
Next up, we've got out of the blue corner, Ahmad Harding. Full disclosure, I read at a 6th grade level. If I mispronounce your name, just come yell at me and we'll fix it for tomorrow night. Ahmad weighs in at 146.5 pounds.
He comes.
Trained by two brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. This is very good.
I told you he didn't come from Louisville for nothing.
I fought Zach Fox out of there. That's where Zach Fox was.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. In the very first stand-up fight series.
Very solid team. Very good.
Here
job.
comes Harden. Harden had some words for Nicky. Tricky Nicky.
Tricky Nicky. Oh, a nice body kick. Oh, and then he feints it.
The volume and the pace, Harding's having a hard time keeping up with that.
Yep. And it's frustrating him.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. He has to be long. He has to feint his teeth. He'll understand, I think, when he watches it back. The more feints, he's just stepping in a little bit too much.
Yeah,
I don't need to step into Danny Moriarty. That's going to be stupid. He's going to elbow me.
Baby.
Exactly. He's going to elbow me.
That spin.
Not saying he's stupid, but I've done the same thing as what I'm saying. You know, he'll start seeing this, like, stop just stepping in and stepping. He's just stepping in. Give yourself some range.
Yes. When you smother your punches, you have to switch
It's a
your
little-
range. You have to throw your elbows.
Exactly. Exactly. If you are going to come in, at least go to the elbows and the knees.
Nice elbow.
Nice elbow.
He must have heard us, bro.
Yes, he heard.
Step in, elbow now.
Step in. Ooh. Everybody's
10
listening
seconds
to
to
us
go.
tonight.
白い蝶と黒いバラの花目覚め触れ合う
So, where's the cake?
We're not having cake.
Siemke, zet hem eens wat harder alsjeblieft. Smoking some weed in king size.
Whenever I'm not at home, bro, it always feels like I'm slacking on so many people that make music too, you know what I mean? Y'all make so much fire shit, fucking every one of y'all. And but you know, nowadays lately I can't really catch up on that as I used to. And it sucks, man, but shit's got really busy out here. It's not complaining, but it's just stating the facts, you know, the obvious. So just know, I still see ya, I still love you, I still gonna check your shit, and yeah, I'm just a busy motherfucker, man. I'm sorry. I'm very chaotic, very chaotic. I could use a new watch. Go ahead, send in the watch. What the?
On the next episode of the UPHILLRADIO Show, we'll go over the Tell Me What to Say music video by Congruence. We'll decipher, analyze, and use our detective work as we once did before on my previous work, the Congruence series. Additionally, we'll take a listen to a previous tape by LOW, titled 28. We will also cover the late artist Dead Vibe, who sadly passed away in the middle of 2023. We'll showcase his talent and watch a bit of our last interview we had together. Stay tuned.
白い蝶と黒いバラの花目覚め触れ合う
November of last year, I got the opportunity to interview independent artist Stone. He's an artist that resides in South America, Brazil. What I love about the Uphill Radio community is we have musicians from all around the world. Music is subjective. Music connects us. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Stone interview. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Uphill Radio. I am Baker. We got our special guest. Is it Stone?
Yeah, Stone.
Stone, welcome to the show. How you feeling?
Yeah, man, I'm really good. I'm really glad to join this podcast. My first time joining a podcast with no Brazilian host, man. I'm really glad for the opportunity. Thank you, Uphill Radio. Thank you, Pancakes. I'm really excited to talk about my introduction to music, my career, my future plans, my life story behind it,
Yes, sir. So you said this is your first podcast ever.
Yeah, not my first podcast ever, but as you know, I'm from Brazil, and the only podcast I ever joined in my life talking about music was with Brazilian hosts, speaking in Portuguese, and that's the first podcast I'm doing in English, talking to a foreign person.
Wow, man. Well, thank you for letting me be that person. That's a big up right there. So you're from Brazil?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's badass. You're my first guest from Brazil. Shout out Brazil.
Oh man.
In Stone, you've been in Brazil your whole life?
Yeah, that's my hometown. I born here. I was created here my whole life. I just visited other countries when I was younger, but I never lived outside here. I always was in Brazil my whole life.
And the language, what's the main language that's spoken there?
Portuguese.
Portuguese. Okay, and when did you decide to start learning English?
Man, I started learning English. I was obliged for my dad to study English in a private English college because here in Brazil, know how to speak English, how to write in English. People really consider that when you find a job, supposed to speak two languages, especially English. It's really important here. And every day, every month, can earn a English college for their children, English school, do that. And I wasn't excited. I was like 11, 12 when I started to study English. I studied till 17 or 18, I'm not sure right now. I was 5 or 6 years studying English. But now I can see how it was important to me to be here right now, giving this interview, making my whole discography. If I only speak Portuguese, it wouldn't be possible.
In Brazil, it's kind of like something that's encouraged to learn English.
Yeah, man, it's really important here. People really takes a lot of value on that, man. When you find a job, if you only speak Portuguese, you lost the job for someone who speaks another language, especially English, Spanish,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just work with Brazilians, you even link with other nations, but people really consider that. So that's the system.
What's so crazy is here in the United States, if you do know another language, you get paid more. That's
serious?
Yeah, if you know Spanish, Japanese, whatever language it is, you do get paid more. But what I want to give you props on, Stone, is like I said, you're my first artist I've interviewed in Brazil, but I also interviewed artists from Poland and the Netherlands. And I want to give you guys props because you have your hometown, your foreign language, your language, but you also learn English. And I think that's badass. That's cool.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. Like, of course, it's hard to learn another language, especially in English, because it's not. It didn't come from Latin, and you know that the vocabulary is way different, but not as difficult as people from Poland, from China, Japan. That's the alphabet is way different, the words, you know. But I think this effort's really worthwhile nowadays, you know. And it's always good to learn new language, new cultures, make this exchange, you know. Man, my life in Brazil, thankfully, I'm getting from a really stabilized. I don't know if that's the right word in English, but my family is not. My family have some money condition. They're not rich. It's kind of middle class, but I never went through money problems. I never had to rent a house to live. You know, I always had a really comfortable life my whole life, and it really gave me the possibility of trying a music career. Even it's been really difficult of try to grow up in a foreign sense. Like only a person with the really comfortable life can try that comfortably. But that's why it's for me. But the real life in Brazil, for most part of the people, it's way difficult, to be honest.
And being in Brazil, because I don't know anything about the culture there, how does the music scene look over there?
Man, people used to hear some local styles, that coming from samba, like pagode, like other music styles that came from the samba culture. You have the Brazilian funk that are coming from the streets, from the hoods, you know, like rap culture here, there, you know, and that's the Brazilian funk here. It's a really famous local style. There already had some American artists that try to make music into this style, but that's not the kind of thing I like to hear, you know. Brazilian music definitely, there isn't. Like 90% of the music I hear is not from here.
Wow, 90%? Wow.
90% is foreign, but it's my own preference. I'm not saying the Brazilian music is better or something. It's just not my thing, you know.
Yeah, I get that. Like, the name Stone, talk about how you got that name and what it means.
Man, the story behind his name, it's really fun. It's really simple. Like Stone basically is my second name translated on English. My second name is Stone in Portuguese. That means Pedra.
Oh wow, that's actually really cool. Is there a reason why you have certain numbers instead of the letters?
No, like I wrote Stone with these letters, the X in the place of the O and the 5 and the 3, because when I started in the end of 2018, and the hot trap sense was blowing, and this time a lot of artists with X in the place of O's, numbers in the place of letters was popping up, and it really inspired me at the time. So my time, it's kind of I think my name nowadays is kind of, I think it's late to still have this name, but it came from this town, in the trap culture, you know. It came from 2018, 2019 inspirations, and it's still like that nowadays.
I think that name is really cool, Stone. And you had that name since 2018? That's what you said?
Yeah, I started with this name and I kept it there until now. I already changed my names like a lot of times, but I never found anyone that I found better, you know, so I kept it as Stone.
I gotta give you props on that, because the name is really cool and it does stick out with the numbers. That's dope.
Thank you very much, bro.
Oh, you got it. Now talk us through your story in music? When did you decided to be a musician?
Oh, I decided to be a musician it was 2017, in the middle of 2017. I first tried to make rap music in Portuguese as well with my friend, but we both was really bad with no flow, no metric. It was just writing random verses with rhymes that even made sense at the time, and so we fastly gave up. So I forgot his dream for a while, and in the end of 2017, I discovered the trap culture. The artist was blowing up at his time, like XXX, Ghostman, and Lil Peep, and it really inspired me. The different sonority, the different aesthetic of the sound, and inspired me to try to get into the sense. Like, but the fun fact about it is I didn't have any idea of how to make music at the time, because I never was a musician before. I never played any musical instrument. I never produced it before. I just wrote some verses with my friend before it, and it was like learn everything from the zero.
Incredible. And because of where you're at right now, you know, I posted one of your videos, your music videos, and you sound really good. And I didn't know you were from Brazil. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Some of our people get surprised in knowing that, like, because I think I never barely found people making music in English, making trap music out of United States or Canada. Sometimes we find people from Europe, but it's rare also.
You know, we're in the year 2023. Are you a musician going forward because it's fun, or are you trying to get famous?
Man, I do it first of all because it's fun, because it really gives me pleasure to do that, to make music. I think make music in English, writing English, it's better than writing Portuguese. Nowadays, I like to sing in Portuguese. I have some songs in Portuguese, but the biggest part of them is in English, and I do it because it's fun. But the whole time I always was looking for something above, like get famous, get clout, not be a worldwide selling artist, but to make the extra mile, to be bigger than the one I was yesterday, to be better than one I was yesterday, and that's my identify.
And is there any big artists that are doing the hip hop trap culture in Brazil?
I mean, there are a lot of big artists here making music. Of course, they used to do it's in Portuguese. It's for the local culture. There's a lot of Brazilian rappers with millions, billions. There's some guys with billions on the stream platforms, but they are barely known out of here because they make music in Portuguese just for Brazil and Portuguese speaker countries, you know.
Have you performed? Have you went on stage?
Yeah, already performed. It was in May 6th of this year in Rio de Janeiro. I performed with Miss Manic. Miss Manic's girl was in my song with Wonderland, also with my feature of her. Miss Manic was in that song and was in that show with me too. We performed together. I performed with Marshpuff, Bloody Moon, and another artist, and I was really dope.
When you performed in May, talk about how you felt.
Man, it was really incredible. I was thinking it'd be really, I would feel really ashamed, feel fear of the public, of being on stage. But when I picked up the microphone and decided to sing my first song, it just went really natural. I just did it. Like, was a lot of people looking at me and, of course, judging me, thinking, oh, it's good, it's bad, but it didn't matter to me at the time. I I just let it go and perform, and it was really magic, to be honest.
Are you the first musician in your family, or do you have other family members in music?
I'm the second one. I had a cousin. It's kind of distant cousin. It's the son of my grandma's sister, but he already was a guitarist from a rock band. He no longer exists nowadays, but I'm the second musician as well.
Do you feel it's important to leave behind a legacy?
Man, I think more than be famous, what I find is give legacy. Legacy, and it doesn't matter if it goes for a whole music culture or for 6, 7, 8 people that listen to your song and find you dope. Like, of course, sometimes I feel like I'd like to be famous, to get more plays on my songs, to be more recognized. But when I see people I already reached with my music, people already met in person, the place I already went, like a stage, for example, place I already visited, by the music, by people I met by music, by people got inspired by my music. Like, it all was a really such fucking a good journey, you know. Since I started, I ever had this plan. Of course, I never had this opportunity, not yet. I already linked with some artists there in America, already featured one of them in some of them, but I never had the opportunity to buy an airplane ticket and fly to there and join with another artist and make a gig, you know, even in a garage. And it'd be a dream to me, to be honest, a dream to me. I hope one day to do it.
We're in November. The year is almost over. How was your 2023? How was it for you?
Like, it was good in the part of learning how to produce and record music better, better than before. Now my work on producing my music, on mixing and mastering, is really better than what was in 2022. Really better than what was in 2021. But on frequency, it's really been really a bad year, because I really didn't have time to make more music, to record more music. My creativity, I was gone in a lot of moments. I had a family loss in this year. I lost my grandma 2 months ago, and it was really a punch on my face, and my creativity in a moment. I was about to come back after this break, you know. But I think this year was a kind of moment to stop, think, make some self-reflections, and think of what I want in the future, what I want to be in the future, what song I'm gonna do in the next day, in the next year, if I'm gonna still keep as a song, if I'm gonna still keep making the music style I do, talking about the things I talk on my lyrics, you know. I really want to recreate myself, because I think the trap sense, I want one day to get into, like, basically gone. Basically, it's already, how can I say that? I think the trap sense I fell in love one day, it's dead nowadays. I think the music styles nowadays are popping, like plug R&B, like glitchcore, and styles that came from that. I think they both are not my thing. I like more styles like cloud rap, like 2013, 2014 music, you know, like Black Ray, Golf Money, Hentai, Cyber, the whole entire world collective, you know. I think that's my aesthetic. That's the kind of music I like more, and the current styles don't really fit to me, and that's why I'm looking for recreate myself, because I think I don't have to need a sense to put myself into. I need to create my own sense, to create my own movement, and for that I have to be more original, more different, more experimental, you know.
You're evolving as an artist, and
Yeah.
that's very important. And even like you saying, you know, you got to make your stance, you got to make your own, you're your own artist. And
Yeah.
I admire that. Good job on that. Keep at it. And to go back to the rough patch in your life, you know, rest in peace to your grandma.
Yo, man, thank you.
Yes. And
She's in a better place right now.
amen. Yeah, better place. And people will watch this, and a lot of people are going through it, and they'll love your answer. You're saying, you know, give you time to self-reflect and figure out what you want in life in the future. So what does 2024 look like for you? You have any goals? You're excited?
My goals to 2024. I'm looking for, you know, for repair myself as an artist, but I don't know if I already going to doing this in 2024, because I'm looking for first find a new home to me, find a new place to me live alone again, to find a new job to get more money and live more comfortable, and you know, and still fix my life before getting to that, you know. So probably in 2024 I'm still gonna keep making music as a song with the same aesthetic, with the same music proposal. Like of course I'm always gonna do things better than the last one, but I'm still gonna keep it as a stone and making the kind of music all you guys already got used to hear from me.
Calling all independent artists and content creators. If you want an available spot on the Upper Radio Show, contact Baker. The best way to get a hold of him is on Instagram. Search Upper Radio. For any other questions and comments, be sure to ask. Remember, share this with your friends and family, and those that are in this space.
This concludes episode 1 of the Upper Radio Show. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to join my Patreon to support the channel. You can also make a donation to Upper Radio on Cashapp. It is my absolute pleasure to be in the position that I am in. If any of the artists and their music touch your soul in any way, please check out the rest of the catalog and follow their journey. Thank you. God bless. This is Upper Radio. Yo, what is that? Get a zoom in, dude. What? That might be it.